Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to the Long Dark episode 6, where we've got some guts curing, and we've only got the one hide though, unfortunately. The weather chased us off of the last deer that we found. However, we were able to secure the venison. We have ourselves a magnifying glass, a hammer, we're in pretty good shape, clothing to cover at least every part of our body so we don't have to worry about frostbite. The question is, with 9 hours of daylight left, do we attempt to go get another deer? Because that's kind of what I would like to do. Let's check the weather. Now, I'd like to leave Pleasant Valley before too long. The weather here is notoriously bad, and the temperatures are often very, very cold, as you can see, minus 27. Not to be taken for granted. But the sky is clear, which means I'm pretty sure we'd be able to... Oof, we lost too much warmth doing that. The sky is clear, so we would be able to start a fire with our magnifying lens and save some matches, and I'm pretty sure I know where a deer is, as there's often a deer in this spot that I want to go to. Let's spend a little bit of time breaking these down just to get our warmth back up. And we'll drink some water. This meat that I have here, I'm most likely not going to eat. It's moldy. It is a lot of calories, but I don't want to get food poisoning. What I want it for is for a decoy in case I need to throw wolves off of the trail. I'm also going to need some of this reclaimed wood and some of these sticks. What's our tinder situation looking like? 5 plugs, 2 cattail heads. We do have some accelerant. These books are probably not necessary. They're pretty heavy. We can drop... let's go ahead and drop 3 of them. Really, we just need 1 book. Oh, I don't like that. 1 book gives you a very high chance of starting a fire if you use it as your initial fuel source. So that will get our weight down to 24, which is mostly sticks, I believe. Sticks and wood, the hammer. The hammer can be left here. We don't need the hammer. We can drop that. And in all reality, we can also drop this. No, we'll keep the pry bar. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, no. No, I don't think we're going to need the pry bar. The kitchen book has already been researched. It's good. We used one of our torches when we should have used a brand in the farmhouse. So I don't want to use any more of my torches. Alright, this should be good. We're fully warm. Let's go see if we can get ourselves at least some more deer meat so that we can try to regain our condition. Now, I want to get my condition back up, which I could easily do with the food I have. I could just commit to staying indoors, and while indoors, I could just eat and sleep and read, and there's a wolf, and get my condition up to a more stable state. Now, the issue with doing that is the weather is good. That's our biggest problem. If the weather was bad, it would be an easy decision to say, well, we're just going to hang out inside and worry about our condition and get our condition up. But when the weather is good, I feel like we need to be productive. And in fact, I know that we do. We need to manage our time properly. Let's see if we can get out of the wind. We'll just hug this rock, stay out of the wind. Get down to two arrows of cold instead of 3. Help us out with our temperature. I would like to get to where we're going with as much warmth as possible. As long as the sky is clear, though, we need to be outside making things happen. Alright, now normally there is a deer somewhere in this field. Normally. I don't see any birds. It is a little windy, though. I noticed the birds don't really come out when it's windy as much. And I don't see a deer. There's almost always one here. Well, in any event, we'll start a fire for warmth over here in this barn. Let's get out of the wind. Yeah. Sadly, I don't see a deer. Ooh, we do have a corpse in a container, though. Let's go ahead and check those. So we're going to lose a little bit of condition due to starvation. But if we get some food, we might eat. No, no food. That's kind of sad. There's almost always... Oh, wait, no.
I can't feel my feet.
That might be the deer. The deer over there. By that barn, I see something. Let's keep an eye out for wolves. Alright, we're getting cold. We're numb. Wind is cutting through us. Alright, we're just going to stay clear of everything. I was pretty sure there's almost always a deer over here in this location. I'm not seeing one. Oh, there it is. And it's inside the barn. That's great. We'll have a natural wind block unless the wind changes direction, which I'm sure that it will. Let's be realistic. It's Pleasant Valley, and I need the wind to not change direction. It most likely will. In fact, we'll probably get bad weather here as soon as we get the fire started. Start the fire right here. Magnifying lens, cattail, and a book. Let's... well, no, we're using the magnifying glass. Let's not use the book yet. Let's save the book for when we're using matches and we need that. We need that high percentage chance to start the fire. So we'll get this fire going and start thawing out the deer. And we're going to try an experiment. We're going to try to pull some brands out and lay them around the deer and see if it thaws the deer out a little faster. I don't know. It makes sense. It seems like it would. It was suggested to me in the comments of my last video, and I think it sounds very smart. I'm willing to give it a shot for science, for experimentation's sake. All right, let's get some reclaimed wood in there. We have lots of that, and sticks. All right, let's get the heat up really high. Put a lot of fuel on the fire, I know, but I'm just trying to get the temperature high. Now let's take a brand, and let's put it down here. 89% frozen. Let's take another brand. Let's put it down here. Why not? We have the sticks. We might as well. So we've got 3 burning brands around our deer. Oh, we need to warm up. Okay, we are warming up. I think what we'll do is snack. Do I want to snack? I kind of do want to snack. I don't want to do that. Ugh. Oh, it's a lot of calories though. No, because if I eat, I'm just gonna lose. I'm just gonna lose the calories that I have harvesting the deer. Decisions. I don't know if the deer really seems to be thawing out much faster than normal, though. 80%? We'll go ahead and melt some snow. And then we'll boil it. And we'll get, another half a liter of water just to try to occupy some time. Let the deer thaw out some, and then we'll harvest the meat first and cook the meat while we let the deer thaw out the rest of the way. Alright. Do we have any food? We have a bunch of tea. We can make another cup of rosehip tea, so let's do that. Feels like 13. The weather is warming up. That's pretty normal for when the storm is going to be coming soon. 56% frozen. Not able to harvest it yet. And these brands have already burned out. I don't know. It was worth a shot. It seems to be about the same speed. We'll just hang out here next to our fire. And we're just going to head right back as soon as we're done here. Hopefully we'll be good and warmed up by then. We'll have a little bit of daylight left. I'd like to get the hide and the guts off of this one if at all possible. Alright, let's get all of the meat. What's that going to be? 51 minutes? Wait a hot second. Is it really? Why is it going to be so long? Is it because it's so frozen? I don't want to spend that much time with the meat. I think it'll thaw out before that. Okay, I have a thought. Let's harvest just one for now. 15 minutes. That's more like what I'm willing to spend. Now, it's 32% frozen, and we'll cook it. Add some calories to it, bring it back up to fresh status. Alright, let's see, how are we doing? 14% frozen. Still gonna take quite a bit. There's our cooking 2. Could have sworn we got that from the book, but I suppose not. Oh, the fire's blowing out. Tell me that's not from the wind changing directions. Oh, it's not. Good. That's very good. The sky is still relatively clear. 6 hours left. It's 9% frozen. Let's let it get fully thawed. So we're not in a windbreak. The wind did do a little bit to our fire, but it changed directions, but it's coming from the other direction. So we're not... Oh. The gusts of wind are taking our fire down. That's going to be a problem. So whenever the wind gusts, we have an issue. Let's go ahead and harvest another 0.5. Hopefully we don't have to deal with another wind gust. Alright, let's cook it. Alright. We need that wind to settle down. We really do. The weather to stay nice. This is one of the reasons that we need to get out of Pleasant Valley. The weather here is so fickle, and the longer you play in Interloper, the worse the weather gets. Still going to be 21 minutes to harvest this meat. Oh, that gust might have hurt our fire. No, it did not. That's good. Alright, let's cook that venison. The food is more important than anything. We have some guts. I would like to get more. Oh, we're losing all of our fuel doing this. The storm looks good. The wind maybe has died down. Let's get one set of guts. I don't even know if we're going to have enough fuel now to keep this fire burning as long as we need it to burn. 35 minutes. We'll throw another bit of reclaimed wood on there and some sticks. Oh, do I go for the hide? I'm tempted to go for the hide over the guts. An hour and 20 minutes to get both. And we have an hour and 17 minutes on the fire. Let's commit. We're committed at this point. We're going to get it, and then we're going to head back. Oh, look at that. We had a little bit of extra time. They sold us short. All right, we're going to take a brand, and we're going to head home. We'll go ahead and run. We haven't done much other activity today, so we can afford to run. Ooh, deer. Nature's blockers. Got saplings, but no hacksaw, so no need to even stop and check those out. No hacksaw, no knife, no way to harvest them, unfortunately. Oof. Oof. It startled me. We want to keep the deer out in front. Keep the deer out in front. That way, if there are any wolves out there, they will have to, they will focus on the deer first. Hopefully. That is the plan. Now I'm debating, even if the weather is good, to spend a day recovering our condition before we head to the radio tower. Because when we're ready to go to the radio tower, we're going to take all of our supplies that we're taking with us. We're not going to be coming back to the farm once we go to the radio tower. That will sort of be our new base of operations. We'll try to get one last deer that might be over there. There's a cave I want to check, a deer, and a little hunter's hut, and then we'll be out of Pleasant Valley, and we're going to make the trek through the dam to Mystery Lake. That's why I want to save my torch. I only have one good torch, and the other one's at 40%. I really wish I had not used up that torch at all, and I had saved it so that I had one torch for the dam and also one torch for the cave. But we'll have to make it work. We will figure it out. I'm not going to stay here in Pleasant Valley and search more stuff as much as I would like to. There's just too much that can go wrong here. This fog, though, is better than a blizzard. I'll take that. All right, let's get inside. We didn't freeze on our way back, so that's good. We did freeze a little bit getting there. Let's go ahead and warm up. We'll drink some water. We have all of this decent deer meat here in various stages of condition. So let's go and throw some in the snow. Keep it good for longer. And we'll throw back down our bait piece. So something that I looked up, when you put down a decoy, when you use the hotkey to drop a piece of meat as a decoy against wolves, it will automatically drop your worst piece of meat. What's that? 82%. That's fresh. 89%. Looks like gamey venison it is. That's what we'll be eating tonight. With an hour of daylight remaining, I'm tempted to eat 2 bits. I don't know. All right. We're going to go ahead and drop our hide and our guts. Oh, it's so tempting to stay here because this house is so nice. It's got stoves, a workbench downstairs, and everything else. But Mystery Lake has all of that and more. Mystery Lake has some really great stuff. So that's a good reason if there ever was one. Oh, maybe I should eat 2 pieces of deer and save my non-perishables. 300, 350, 300. These are all in good shape. That might not be a bad idea. It'll give us some extra calories in the morning. Yep, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to grab another piece of gamey venison, and we'll try to find one maybe that's not the full amount of calories that you get off of a full piece of venison. Let's see what we have here. This one is 440 calories. Marvelous. So we'll save our non-perishables for when we need them. They don't weigh a lot, and they don't go bad, really. I think they can be bad when you find them, but to my knowledge, their condition deteriorates either not at all or extremely slowly. An hour of daylight left. What can we do with an hour of daylight? Perhaps we can break down some more wood for reclaimed wood. No, we have quite a bit of reclaimed wood and sticks and firewood. Water, books, more firewood. We're really good here, and we're gonna have to bring as much of that stuff with us as we can. That's the only bad part, unfortunately. All right, let's break these down. We'll get some more cloth. We don't have long before the day is over, at which point we're gonna sleep as long as they will let us, hopefully through the entire night into the morning. And then we'll find more stuff to do in the morning, maybe read a book. We'll let some time pass. We'll let the weather figure out what it's going to do before the weather goes bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat our venison. Stop the starvation process, and then we'll eat this one. Yummy. Look at that. 1,000 calories. Feeling really good. All right, let's sleep. Let's sleep a full 9 hours. And we'll go from there. I always debate sleeping 10 hours, but if you sleep 10 hours on Interloper, you will wake up parched. You can see with just 9 hours, no, 9 hours you wake up parched. With 10 hours you wake up full-blown dehydrated. I'd always rather wake up after 9 hours and then go back to bed. And it sounds like a blizzard. All the more reason to sleep for a couple hours. Not tired enough. You don't say. Well... okay. I think at this point what we can do... well, we need to be able to pass the time is what we need to do. Let's see if we have anything we can harvest, anything worth harvesting. I don't believe we do, though. We do have these 100-calorie cups of teas. We don't have any stocks, unfortunately. Can't read because it's so dark. And we don't know how much time is left. It can't be much more than an hour. If it was less than an hour of darkness remaining, though, we'd be able to see a little bit. I mean, I can barely see, but surely you can let us sleep an hour. Come on. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to jog. We're going to get our aerobics on. Rule number 1 is cardio. Ooh, we just ran into the wall. We're going to do laps around the bedroom. Okay, are we tired enough now? Look at that. 1 hour. Sleep. Get the condition up a bit more. Hopefully we'll get up above 70%, although you don't get much for an hour of sleep. There's 70%. So now it still says question mark hours of darkness left, but we can see, so we know that it's less than an hour. So let's read our book. I think that's going to be where it's at. We'll read a book and then we'll eat and we'll read another book, because this is the time I was talking about. If we're trapped inside and there's not much we can do, this is when we fall back on our supplies. This is when we continue to manage our calories. There we go. And we'll do stuff inside to stay busy and keep our condition improving. Little bit by little bit. Research complete. Ice fishing rank 2. That'll be great for when we get to Mystery Lake. How are we doing with this stuff? 73% cured on the first one. 35, 12, and 12. Okay. It would be really nice to make some snares, but I don't think they're going to be ready till tomorrow at the earliest. So at this stage, I think what we do is... we manage our starvation status. So I'm trying to do the math in my head. 1 piece of deer and a snack will handle us for a couple of nights. So we have a little bit of a stockpile of food. I don't want to eat all of our food and then end up trapped and have an issue. But I also, fresh, gamey, 440, fresh. I also don't want to have a stockpile of food that we don't eat, and then we end up dead from low condition. So let's go ahead and eat some more gamey venison, keep the starvation away, and keep our condition rising up through the day. That'll help us get ahead of the curve so we're not super low on condition at the end of the day. Alright, we have 1 liter of water here, 3 more here. We could start a fire if we need to, but that's 4 liters of water. I don't think we're going to need to worry about that. 23 cloth, that seems excessive. I wish we had enough to make another torch. I would really feel better with another set of torches. I would really like that. We have this accelerant, but we don't have enough lamp oil. We're 0.01 liters away from what we need. So I think what we'll do is we'll look at clothing that can be repaired. these jeans. These ragged sports socks. Let's go ahead and repair them. We might as well. They repair quickly, 15 minutes, one bit of cloth, and it gets our mending skill up. If we're having trouble repairing socks, it's using up our sewing kit though, but oh man. We definitely need to work on that repair skill. Ugh, and it added 0.1. That's so bad. Alright, maybe we won't do anything more with our socks. The wind has stopped. Let's check the temperature. This could be our time to go. This could be it. Also, the blizzard could come back. It's very cold outside and still snowing. I think we're going to go ahead and nap for a couple hours. We have these calories. We might as well get our condition up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and sleep for 4 if they'll let us. I don't think they will. I imagine we're going to be woken up after 2 hours, fully rested. Alright, 2 hours later. The storm has not returned, but the wind has. That's a concern. Oh, look at this. I should have repaired this. How much does that? 70% chance, 30 minutes. Let's do that. We'll repair this. See how much it gave us.
Man, all I can think about is food.
0.1 each. Okay. Let's assess the weather. This might be the time to go to the radio tower and start working our way over to the direction we want to go. It's not so bad in a wind break. All right. So now I can't even say windbreak without thinking of that video. All right. Let's focus. If we picked up everything, what would our weight be? Let's take a look. We will assess it. I'm sure we're not going to take all that reclaimed wood, though. We're going to get heavy fast, trying to carry everything. And these books, oh, I know it. And then you.
Whew, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, the pack is getting kind of heavy. I know. Let's, sort by weight. We need the sticks. I feel like we need the reclaimed wood. We probably don't need all of these books. Or we might just try to journey with what we have. We're going to get tired faster, though. But we're fully rested. There's only 8 hours of daylight remaining. But it's also going to eat into how quickly our stamina recharges. I think we're going to do it. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. We still have food to pick up too, though. Oh, we are going to be so heavy. Maybe. I don't want to give any of it up. I really don't. I really, really don't. Okay. We can get more reclaimed wood easily. So let's leave 5 of that behind. That didn't lower our weight as much as I wanted to. We're still heavy. And we got all this deer meat as well we have to grab. Alright, that's fine. Grab the bait deer meat and the good deer meat. And that's going to be the door we go out of. So I think what we'll do now is see if we're able to rest for 1 more hour. Perhaps. I don't know. Is that going to be a smart use of our time? I'm not sure. Not tired enough. Okay. And we're using our last bit of calories. We're going to be zeroed out soon. I think we need to just make the trek to the radio tower. Yeah, in fact, the more I sit here and debate it, the more I'm starting to think that I'm just wasting my time. We're gonna take everything with us. We'll be able to burn some fuel and eat some meat tonight, and this way we won't have to worry about picking up sticks or necessarily any wood on the way there. I do think I'm going to go ahead and take this as well. Make sure we can still run if we need to. Yes, we can. And we're just going to go. We're going to go to the radio tower as quickly as possible and set everything down to start curing there and make that our new base of operations while we get ready to leave. But that's going to be next episode. So this has been The Long Dark, episode 6. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time watching. As always, I had a good time playing. So come back next time as we make the treacherous journey to the radio tower on the hill. But until then, take care.